The oasis of غدامس lies to the northwest of Libya. It was built in a unique architectural style. The streets in غدامس are exemplified by beautiful arches and curves, reflecting an innate architectural sense and precise construction, taking into consideration the special social status. Loam bricks are made from earth and constitutes the main building material. Earth in غدامس varies in color from white to red to ochre. Houses were built collectively. People could depend on the voluntary help of their neighbors, and work was carried out accompanied by rhythmic and joyful songs. Various passageways link houses together through their rooftops. Women use these passages when they visit each other. Houses in غدامس are distinctive. A typical غدامس house consists of a large hall covered with carpets and embroidered cushions. The main hall houses an important interior room called Al-Guba, where the newlyweds spend their first night together. Several other rooms adjoin the main hall, depending on the size of the house. Light is provided by a large aperture in the ceiling and reflected by many mirrors to help light distribution throughout the house. The kitchen is built on the roof of the house and includes more than one oven, called tanur, to bake the traditional bread. Kitchen utensils are made of clay. A special place is allocated for salt, which was considered such a rare commodity in the past that, according to some historians, part of the Roman soldiers' pay consisted of salt. In the hot summer nights, and under a clear sky studded with stars, people spend some enjoyable time on the rooftops. They speak with a low voice so as not to disturb the neighbors. In their leisure time, people of غدامس gather in special areas used as social clubs. Even children have their own areas where they relax after a day at school. These areas were designed to provide the people of غدامس with places for leisure and social activities, children's clubs, youth clubs, and clubs for the elders. Each generation have their own interests and their own place. غدامس is well known for its characteristic mosques. These mosques are built in the center of the residential areas, in accordance with the traditional style of Islamic town planning.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله.
It is said that the oasis of غدامس owes its existence to the Ain al-Faras spring, from which several streams provide water for irrigation and other purposes. Distribution of water is regulated according to a system called al-kadush, whereby a bucket with a hole in the middle is alternately filled and emptied 20 times an hour. In other areas, such as Tunin, water for irrigation comes from wells. In Tunin, 3 kilometers west of غدامس, as in other cities and villages in Libya, simple handmade tools are used for spinning and weaving carpets, clothes, and popular rugs, the colors of which reflect the colors of the sand, the clear blue sky, and the lovely green of the palm trees. This diligent and continuous work is an expression of the skill and patience required to provide artistic creations for decorating houses. غدامس made the city an important trading center. Trading in various commodities such as cloth, leather goods, ostrich feathers, ivory, and other goods flourished. Exquisite and colorful embroideries are displayed and sold in this bazaar.
كم رخيصة 1200 ريال 1200 ريال رخيص صنعت ليدين هذه شوف اقسم بالله عليك شوف السوق اصلي اكثر من 40 كيلو سوا هذه فيها اشبح بالله عليك ايوه شوف بالله اشبح بالله شوف عاد لي ساعد كما هذه ولا هذه زي ما تبدي والله انا نقول هذه افضل ها هذا صنع عليك
كيف يا حاج قديش يا لابس يعني في كل هيك يا اخي هذا بعد ريال ما واحد من حسلين يا اخي هذه صوم على كاش صعب لكن نقل فريق السبق يا اخوان بارك جاء 25 ريال المثقال المثقال فيه 4 جرامات وثلث يا النقصه ايه يلا هيا 90 11 7 ريالات بالعكس ايه الله يغلط
When a baby is born in غدامس, he is immediately bathed in warm water by the midwife. Women announce the arrival of a newly born by uttering special sounds. When these sounds are heard by other women, they join in, coming from neighboring houses along the rooftop passages, together reciting certain songs and words, blessing the newly born. After having washed the baby with warm water, the midwife wraps him in a soft woolen cloth called al-kimat. Baby's first meal consists of pure olive oil mixed with little sugar and water. The head of the family slaughters a lamb and distributes its meat amongst the poor. Women, dressed in fine embroidered white dresses, come to present their gifts to the newborn. When the baby is 7 days old, he is again bathed in warm water, and a cap, half red and half green, embroidered with golden threads, is placed on his head. Kochel is applied to his eyelids. The baby is brought to the head of the family, who utters the call for prayers in his ears, asking God to bless him. Then he will give the baby a name. When the baby is 40 days old, his hair is cut off after being wetted with milk, then weighed on a scale for gold. The gold is distributed amongst the poor. In غدامس, when a boy reaches a certain age, he must be circumcised. Young girls wearing beautiful clothes, adorned with jewelry, their hands dyed with henna, sing accompanied by the beat of the tambourines, while the boy is dressed in special clothes for the occasion. A lamb is slaughtered for this occasion, and its meat distributed amongst the poor. At the end of the circumcision ceremony, the sheikhs will gather and read verses from the Holy Koran.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر والسجان والسماء رفع وضع الميزان.
When a young man in غدامس decides to leave home to look for work and thus secure his future, he is presented by his mother or some other relative with a glass of milk. He drinks some of it, and upon his departure, the rest is poured on the floor behind him as a sign of good luck for the traveler. Women on the rooftops sing aloud, "May God's blessings be with you. Today, I am with you. Tomorrow, I shall be far away. Be obedient to God and ask for your parents' blessings. Your caravan will take you far and bring you back again. Your camel is blessed. He will carry you far and bring you back again. May God help you to reach Mecca and Medina. May God's blessings be with you." After the departure of the young man, his mother or some other relative will distribute cotton for lamp wicks amongst the children to express the hope that the journey will be successful and the parting short. The children take these home to light in oil lamp. Wednesday is the day allocated for applying henna. Women and young girls come adorned with beautiful jewelry and clothes. Henna is applied to the hands of the bride, which are then covered with lemon tree leaves and wrapped in a cloth. The eyes of the young girls are fixed on the bridal room, called al-Guba. That same day, and following the afternoon prayer, the bridegroom's friends gather to attend the henna application ceremony. The bridegroom sits with his friends and relatives until the henna specialist brings in a bowl and a lamp, especially prepared and decorated by the bride. And the henna ceremony begins. When the henna ceremony is over, the people of غدامس gather in a square where singing and dancing to the rhythm of popular music begin. The party starts with dances by small children. Each movement is made in accordance with the rhythm of the music, the movements becoming faster as the tempo increases. Young men then take the lead. Similar dances, but more vigorous, with which the spectators identify as the music carries them on a wave of emotion and applause. It is now the turn of the dances by the elders. Another astonishing and dignified form of music begins. As if people from the past convey through dancing and movement all the emotions of the heart. It is customary that only the music and the drum beats accompany them, without any form of interference or encouragement from those attending the celebration. On the Monday of the wedding celebration week, and after midday prayer, women gather at the bride's family house to prepare the ثراثنا, which is some kind of local scent mixture. The friends of the bride pound this mixture in wooden mortars, then clean it and mix it with different herbs. To this mixture is added flower water until it becomes like solid paste with an aromatic smell. In غدامس, on Wednesday afternoon, accompanied by music and songs, the bride goes up to the roof of her house, and the special women combers arrive to arrange her hair. The young girls present are dressed in special clothes and carrying plates of pistachio nuts, almonds, and lumps of sugar. Amidst the continuous music and singing, the combers start their job. The bride's hair is plaited into numerous braids, which is several hours of hard work. When it is over, the plates of pistachios, almonds, and sugar are presented as a gift to the combers and the drummers. In غدامس, the streets are emptied of people so that the bridal procession can proceed to the future home before the evening prayer. The friends and relatives of both newlyweds accompany the bride on foot in a slow procession amidst happy singing and music. The bridegroom procession, consisting of his friends and relatives, begins its quiet march after the evening prayer on Thursday at the mosque, until it reaches the new home. Only then does the music start and the songs and drum beats begin. 5 days after the wedding night, which happens to be on a Wednesday, the bridegroom goes out to the fields with his friends, dressed in traditional costumes. There they gather vegetables and fruit to bring back home where all the female relatives of both newlyweds are waiting. After the distribution of these vegetables and fruit, palm tree seedlings are given to each woman who has given birth to a boy. The seedling will be kept in the guba, in the hope that the new bride will also beget a boy.